victory for Tan Chun Man and Se Yin Sue. Bai Wen-chun is the Hilo Open champion in women's singles for 2023. Finishes in style, and Chow has secured his first title of the year. So they basically have called it quits, going to retire here. Lu Yu-chan and Oh Shan-yi take down this title in the grand manner in straight games.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Badminton Weekly with me, Jasmine Lim. As you just saw, the European leg has finally come to a close with the Hilo Open ending in Germany. There we witnessed the crowning of a king as well as an unfortunate tale on a final Sunday. So there's plenty to talk about over there before we jump ahead to Asia where the Korea Masters will begin real soon. Joining me in the studio today is none other than two-time Olympian and former Singapore player, Derek Wong. Welcome back, Derek.
Hi Jasmine, good to be back.
So let's start with the men's singles category in Hilo Open, shall we? Cho Tian-chun had to wait over a year for this one, but he finally walked away with another tour title. With this title, Cho becomes the most successful player in the category with 4 titles, and boy was it a hard-earned one considering he had to go through a couple of tricky challenges throughout the week, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Cho Tian-chun, right, he's a very resilient player, so having this back-to-back hard matches, I think it's not an issue for him. He has quite a good physio coach that's following him. So any aches or things that he felt during the previous game, this physio or coach can actually help him to get back to at least close to 100% to prepare for the next match. So Cho is also a player that probably has won the Hilo Open a couple of times. So you can tell that he really likes to play in that venue. He's very experienced in that, maybe the drift there or the lightings or even the speed of the shuttle within that hall. Yeah.
And looking at the final itself, Cho took on Lee Chuk-yu and the latter really came out blazing at the start. But in the end, what do you think gave Cho the edge here, and how helpful was it for him to know that he's, as you mentioned earlier, won this tournament 3 times before?
Yeah, so if you see, Lee has actually played the right game against Cho Tian-chun. He played a fast game, kept Cho Tian-chun on his toes and made sure that he didn't give Cho Tian-chun too many opportunities to go for the attack. Lee played the right strategy up to the mid-game of the second set, where Cho Tian-chun actually came back from behind to take the lead. Psychologically, Cho Tian-chun was just a lot more resilient, and he took the second match. So in the third match, you can tell it was very one-sided. He played some tight net shots, knowing that Lee will actually do a net back. So he was very prepared to pounce forward and go for either a tap or he go for a quick push to the back, because he's able to read the game so much better.
I'm happy to stay this high level. For badminton, it's really difficult. Your physical, psychological, everything you need to keep going. So every day we just working really hard, and I never think about it I can stay here to a champion again. So thanks God.
Well, another experienced player who found herself at the top step of the podium is none other than Bai Wen-chun. The American took on Lena Kirchfeld, and even though she stumbled in the second game, she was always favourite to win in this one, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think Zhang Bai Wen is a tough player to play against, and many players will struggle to play against her. It's because she's so good at retrieving tough shots, and she has a very good baseline attack. Yeah, with a lot of deception, especially in her forehand or backhand when she does some of her slices or her smashes. Yeah, so I think Zhang Bai Wen also has an advantage, is because in the semi-finals she didn't have to play the match. The opponent gave her a walkover. She was able to conserve a bit more energy as compared to Lena. Having that one round definitely helps Zhang Bai Wen. If you could see during the match, she was also pushed to her limits as well. Yeah, so having that semi-finals break, I think, was crucial for her to eventually win this title as well.
She gave me a lot of trouble, but I think I have to be able to play my shots. So like being end of the sets, I'm playing free. You can see like I move better than the second game. So I was telling myself, if you don't play right now, you're gonna lose. So I was like, okay, I'm getting relaxed and play pretty good.
Jumping ahead to the mixed doubles category, Tang Chunman and Zheng Xuet finally earned the title to showcase their recent great form. Now, the Hong Kong pair took down defending champions Rehan Kusharjanto and Lisa Kusumawati. And after the match, the Indonesian pair claimed that Tang and Tze had an advantage over here because Flandy Lipele is their current coach. Now, Flandy, of course, coached the Indonesian pairs before, but how much of a help do you think that really gave to Tang and Tze?
Definitely a very huge help because having that insight of where this opponent is going to be hitting in the next 2 or 3 rallies is also very important for such a fast-paced game like doubles. So for the Hong Kong pair, right, Tang was actually playing very well. He's able to defend well, and as well as when he got to the back, he was also applying a lot of right smashes to Kusumawati, and I think that was where they earned their points. Yeah.
Finally, China walked away with 2 titles when Zhang Shuxian and Zheng Yu claimed the women's doubles gold after Apriani Rahayu and Siti Fadia Silva Ramadanti were forced to retire in the second game. But Liu Yucheng and Oh Xuanyi were put through the paces when they battled it out with Olympic champions Li Yang and Wang Chilin. The first game was a very tight affair indeed, but what did the Chinese duo do better in the second to eventually run away with it?
Yeah, so I think the Chinese pairs, they're younger and a lot quicker on court. The first set, Liu Yucheng actually carried his partner across the line. He was very, very composed even at the stage where the points were at a deuce. In the second set, right, the Chinese pairs, the strategy for them was to hit the shuttle to Wang Qiling. You could see that Wang Qiling was just not returning the shots threatening enough. So that was the key for the Chinese pair to eventually win the match.
We'll talk to Derek again in a while, but let's take a break from the action on the court and spend a couple of minutes with He Bingjiao, who recently switched her racket for a camera to try her hand at sports photography. Is she as quick to capture a great shot on the sidelines? Let's find out.
说实话，其实是上个月才开始的。就是我突然意识到我会去很多的地方，然后我希望有一种方式能把我到过的地方给记录下来，所以就开始用相机来摄影。对。好。在这之前，我是拍风景比较多，就是不动的东西。然后今天到了以后，先找场边的摄影师。把设置给调了一下，变成适合拍摄运动的这样一个模式。一开始做的不太好，后面越来越好。对，这台是我自己的相机，然后最近都是用这台比较多。主要是这个镜头它非常适合拍体育比赛。对，因为今天我是在场地的旁边，从未有过的一个角度，然后觉得羽毛球比赛原来是这么的快，就是跟自己打的时候，自己打的时候没有觉得很快，但在场边看，哇，原来是这么快，导致拍都拍不到好的照片。OK。我觉得还是拍照片更难，因为打比赛我已经打了很久，拍照片才拍了1个月都不到。对。我觉得虽然是爱好，但是一些学习也是必须的，然后我会认真的对待这个爱好。
Now, while He Bingjiao likes to keep herself occupied with photography, let's find out what other players have been up to in their free time. Chiharu Shida and Arisa Higashino have been showing off their dance moves online, and to be honest, we're not surprised that they have the rhythm off court as well. Lauren Smith also put a fun twist into her footwork training with her brother. And talking about siblings, An Se-young took it to the courts with her brother as she works on getting closer to full fitness. Meanwhile, Jung Soo-wei celebrated his 10th anniversary of being in the Chinese national team alongside Chen Xingchen and Jia Yifan. While Chirag Shetty spent some time with Hollywood star Charlize Theron at a summit back home in India. If you want to see what your favorite players have been up to, do follow BWF's latest Road to Paris campaign, where talent, dedication, and charisma of world-class badminton athletes are showcased. Make sure you keep an eye out on BWF's official channels for exclusive monthly challenges and player card unveilings that will take you behind the scenes and introduce you to the heroes of badminton. Back to matters on court now with Derek. The tour continues with the Korea Masters up next. This will be the penultimate Super 300 event and a great opportunity for the Korean players to get some titles and points with home advantage, isn't it?
Let's see. These Korean players have been showing quite good results, even in the big competitions like the World Championships or the Asian Games. So you can tell that they're actually up there. For example, I think the women's singles Korean player, Kim Ga-eun, I think she has a good chance of winning the title or probably going far within this competition. Another Korean pair I'd like to highlight is Seo and Che. I think they've been doing quite well. And if I'm not wrong, they have a pretty decent draw in this upcoming Korea Masters.
Local heroes aside, fans will definitely be eager to see Kevin Sukamuljo back in action, but this time round with a new partner, Rahmat Hidayat. What do you think we can expect from this new duo, and what is the goal for this pair here in Korea?
I think having a new pairing to participate in a big tournament like this Korea Masters is definitely interesting. It probably would be this pair's first big tournament. It looks like the Indonesian pair are testing the water here at this competition, but I think Kevin is a more experienced player. So let's see if he's able to guide his partner in this competition and go far.
Once again, thank you so much, Derek, for joining us in the studio today. We hope to have you back here with us in the future.
Sure, thanks. Great to be here.
For those of you at home, don't forget to catch the Korea Masters starting from the 7th of November all the way through to the 12th of November. And if you guys are on the go, you guys know what to do. Remember to check the BWF app Badminton for you for the latest news, match updates, and statistics. Finally, leave your comments and thoughts with us on our Facebook and YouTube page. With that, we'll see you guys next week. Take care, everybody.